Hi, what's up, Team Jesus followers? How's it going out there in YouTube land? I hope that you are all staying happy, hopeful, and healthy during these uncertain times. It's been a long time since I've made a training video. Part of the reason being is because that I've not been able to train running and cycling due to a psoas and hip flexor injury. So that's changed my training routine. And in fact, I've been doing a lot of high intensity interval training, and I've actually just made a video, so I'll be releasing that later. And this is something that people now can do. Maybe if you're accustomed to going to a gym, you'll have this alternative, and you can do this in the comfort of your own home, or you can do it outside in a park. Or if you're like me and injured and are needing to switch up your exercise routine, but still need to get that intense workout that's going to be both great for cardio and strength, that's what this video is. So I'll be releasing that after this video, but I wanted to give everyone an update, because now more than ever, we are living in an opportunity as Jesus followers, as the body of Christ, to represent. These are uncertain times, and this is one thing that I've been telling a lot of people, that this is seemingly very uncertain times, but the truth is that there has been a lot of uncertainty in life. Before all of this, things were uncertain. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. And when you put it in that perspective, when you realize that, for instance, I'd made plans. I had my entire triathlon season scheduled out. I had registered for events, and now they're either canceled or postponed. And it really makes me put things in perspective and realize, it's interesting how we plan all these things for our future, but none of it is certain. The only thing that we know for certain is that God reigns sovereign. And that's the hope that we have as believers amidst this. And that's what we need to be able to represent. Now more than ever, we need to be the body of Christ. We need to be the church. We need to be that light and that hope for people. So amidst this uncertain time for the world around us, we know one thing, and God really spoke to me and showed me that I've been doing a lot of busy work. I've been taking advantage of this opportunity, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with taking advantage of this time that you have to learn, to educate, to grow, particularly spiritually, particularly getting to a place that you're going to be more mentally and even physically prepared to come out on the other side of this thing, with a new perspective, with new energy, with new knowledge, with a closer intimacy with God. But that is key. That's really ultimately all He wants. And I've realized throughout my life, things that I've been doing, I've been working so hard and striving to do things and put Christ in the center of it, as opposed to being in the center of what Christ is doing. So with that newfound perspective, it actually, praying today, my prayer was, God, I'm still a little baffled and confused as to how can I spend this time as wisely, as productive. How can I invest this time to the maximum advantage of the kingdom? And He reminded me, by knowing me and making me known. And what that looks like in our day-to-day, if we happen to have to be out somewhere, if we're exercising, training outdoors somewhere, and we walk across, or we come across in contact with people, we are able to be that light for them. And that's all he's ever asked from us from the beginning. We seem to want to do all these things and bring them to him as here's my offering. But he's saying, I just want you to be accepted in me so much and so in love with me, so much to the point that your life doesn't have to be about all these things that you do for me. He doesn't need all that. There's a time and there's a place, and that's good, but all he wants is for you to know him and to make him known. What ultimately he wants us to do for him, particularly in this time, but ever since Jesus gave that commission, is go, make disciples, preach the gospel. That's what he's asking for us. In the midst of all this, let's wake up and be that for people. Let's wake up and be that light. And I number one, am urging myself, pushing myself. Come on, step up and be who he created you to be. So I'm hoping that you do take this opportunity to grow into him, to let that marinate, and to go out whenever you're anywhere to represent Team Jesus.